Hello first off, and welcome back. This video is about vegan snacks and snacks for studying specifically because in my opinion, no study session is complete without some good snacks and chocolatey snacks, obviously. So yeah, that's about it for the intro, and let's just get into it. So first up, a recipe for some peanut butter cookies. These are so simple to make and they taste like biscuits. And first up, I took some natural peanut butter, some raw sugar, and some cardamom and cinnamon, and I mixed that all up. You could totally do any other spice mix or the usual culprit of vanilla essence. Instead, I just really like the combination of cardamom and cinnamon. And then to that, I added in my flour. I use jowar flour because it's pretty easily available in India. It's also high protein and it's just a nice flour in general. And to that, I added in some water until it reached moldable consistency, I guess, a dough-like consistency. And then to that, I added in some toppings. Here you see me add in coconut powder, cranberries, and cacao nibs. Though you could totally do any other toppings like chocolate works well, nuts or seeds, and raisins would work well too. And then preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius and grease or line a tray with parchment paper if you'd like. I just used spare cake tin because I don't have a cookie tray yet, and yeah, that works too. And then I shaped them into little cookie shapes, and I just ensured that there were no cracks forming on the top. And if the dough feels a little dry, that's okay. It's just going to end up into a more snappier biscuit-like cookie, which I kind of like. So it's more of a tea cookie, I would say. And then you let that bake for about 15 minutes. It took me longer because I use a convection bake, and also my oven tends to act up a bit. So you want to let that cool in the oven for at least half an hour before you touch the tin, and also ensure that you let the cookies cool well before you touch them, otherwise they're just going to crumble apart. I really like these cookies because they're kind of like biscuits, the kind that you have with say coffee or tea. They make for a really good snack, and they're just bite-sized, so that's perfect. And you could also have this for breakfast, I suppose, with some tea or coffee. That would be really good. Speaking about tea, I thought I'd talk a little bit about my own tea. Not my own tea, the tea that I have. That is green tea. Probably don't have green tea with those cookies. That would be an odd combination. But I have green tea usually and almost daily. And somebody asked about it in a recent video of mine, so I thought I'd just talk about what I add to it. So basically, dry green tea leaf, dry peppermint leaves, 1 cardamom pod, and some dried rose petals. No real reason why I add all of that, but I just really like the taste of it and also the color. I mean, the bottom, like once the tea is drunk and stuff, the tea leaf at the bottom makes for really good photography. Not sure about divination. Also, this is a taste test for a completely different batch of cookies, completely unrelated, but my expressions were just too good not to include here. And then I kind of lost the footage of the grinding part of the second recipe, that is for the peanut butter and jam balls. But I basically just did the same thing that I did in the next recipe, which is the recipe for brownie bites. Just that I replaced the dates with figs and cranberries and omitted the chocolate. The detailed recipe and ingredients for all these recipes will be in the description, so yeah, you can check that out. And also some really good chocolate montage, because why not? Right, so I added in that melted dark chocolate to a grinder, a mixie grinder, whatever it's called, and a pinch of salt, and also some pitted dates. You really want to ensure that those are pitted and there are no seeds in them. I almost added one with the seed, so I had to basically take out the seed. Also, the grinder is not dirty. I just used it to make the peanut butter and jam balls before this one. So, yeah. And then to that, I added in some tablespoons of peanut butter. I use 100% natural homemade peanut butter, by the way. I really need to show you guys how I make that sometime. It's really easy. And I'm kind of obsessed with peanut butter at this point. And to that, I added in some oat flour. You could totally grind the oats first into a flour and then add all the other wet ingredients. That would be simpler, I suppose. And you want to grind that until it's well ground up and it forms a dough-like consistency, texture. Yeah. And basically into something that you can shape into balls or whatever shape you desire. You could probably do these into little bar shapes by pressing them down into a tray and then cutting them into little bars. I chose to roll them out into balls and then roll out said balls into some desiccated coconut. You could also roll them out into some cocoa powder or really any powder of your choice. I like the kind of lightness that the coconut powder gives to the denseness of the balls. And then this is the end result. I also added in some cranberries on top because I felt like it wasn't enough cranberry for me. And then this is me packaging it for the next day when packing it for the next day when I went cycling. And also, I obviously could not have a video without any nature montage, so here's some nature montage. And also, yeah, that's about it for this video. This is the end. And that sounds dramatic, but yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you guys found some good vegan snack inspiration and probably some study inspiration too. I don't know. See you guys next time, I guess. Bye.